up? What's up, world? Haha. This is Ari.
And Matilda.
We got a special guest today. It's like we always get good guests. And I think today is going to be a good guest. So, we have Krystal.
Krystal Cray, what's up?
Hey. So, I just want to, just let people know that they can, check us out on iHeartRadio and SoundCloud, along with YouTube as well. We're going to get our YouTube channel starting up real soon, so hopefully people can check us out. See these beautiful faces today. God damn.
Thank you.
I'm in a good mood. So what's up, Krystal?
What's up, Papa? Talk to me.
Oh man. Listen. You know how you up late at night and you reading a book. I was up late night reading your short story, and I was like, shit. God damn. I even called my wife like, yo, I know how you feel. Cause I put myself at that time. I put myself in a woman's perspective.
Of course.
I think it was Know Your Worth, and I was like, shit, you worth more than that.
That's actually my favorite. Know Your Worth.
But Know Your Worth, and I was like, shit, like, yo, babe, you know your worth, cause I just was like, I felt the way about it. And I was like, you know what, I can relate to this, So what I want to do is, I just want you to, for the people that didn't read it, and they should, I tell you, people, you should. You have no choice because it's really amazing. It's amazing craft.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So can you just elaborate on that short one? We're gonna go to all of them. I like them all. I'm gonna tell you which one are my favorite, but
of course. Well, Know Your Worth is basically, just to sum it up, I think every woman, lady, they go through times in their life where they're dealing with people and they kind of lose themselves. Mm-hmm. And then eventually some snap out of it, some don't.
Right.
It's really on just where you are mentally.
Right.
And for me, I've been in situations where I was all the above.
Mm-hmm.
I was the broken one. I wasn't sure if I was beautiful, and not in the sense of like the outer appearance, but more so like inner. Mm-hmm. So yeah, worth is basically explaining to ladies that. But yeah, I actually have a lot of worth pieces though. Worth stories, mm-hmm. where situations where you kind of like, wait, hold on. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, what's that? Insecure.
Yes.
It's kind of similar. We don't do the whole like mirror. You know how Issa was like, mirror. We don't do a lot of that, but we do check ourselves mentally. Mm-hmm. We're not like, our thoughts is probably one of the most like dangerous things ever.
It is.
You know what I mean? So you constantly like questioning, and then eventually you're like, all right, because it's one thing to be tired, but when you fed up, you're done.
Yeah, I actually I have a friend who went through the whole situation where like she lost herself a little bit because her partner had a lot of insecurities.
Yeah.
So he kind of brought those insecurities out and blamed her. So, she wasn't sure about herself in the relationship. And I would tell her like, no, you're perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just him and his insecurities. And she like, I don't know. It like all the positive speaking to her didn't work.
Right.
Because of him and his negativeness.
See, when it comes to self-worth, no one can tell you. No one can make you feel
right.
Official.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about you.
Right.
So, for me, it took some real spiritual cleansing.
Yeah.
And some, just like, really, it's good to be alone,
mm-hmm.
actually.
Yeah.
So I took, when him and I like decided to part ways,
mm-hmm.
I took the initiative like, okay, let me just be single,
right,
and figure out what's up with Cray.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say it's like two routes when you're like going it's two routes when two people break up. It's either you go and rush into something else, or you kind of figure things out
for yourself
within growth, and especially in your 20s, because in your 20s, this is the time that really get to know who you are as a person.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
And people don't know that. I really don't understand how people can go from one thing to another. And it's like, do you even know who you are, or you just know what you are in this particular situation?
Right.
So,
You know what's funny is that like when you're in your 20s, you should be. I feel, me personally, male or female, should be able to explore whatever outlets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even think if you're in your 20s or something like that, you shouldn't even be in a serious relationship. That's just my personal opinion. Of course, people will always disagree with me, but you shouldn't be in a committed relationship because there's so much out there to see.
Right.
One thing about relationships, right? You can be with somebody at 19, 20 years old.
Right.
What have you seen? What have you seen with that person? You know, then that person, the male or female, start going out because they 21. So now they hitting the club scene more often than none. So what people don't understand is that you can't be in a serious relationship, but you can be in a relationship. You just have to know that, okay, this relationship is not going to be long term because we don't know each other.
Exactly.
You know, and that's just
important.
Yeah, and that's important. You know, but people do it all the time. People are definitely in relationships where it's hectic. It might be abusive. It might be just sex. I know a lot of younger women date older guys just because the older factor is always the fact that, all right, yeah, he's older, he's much mature than the 25, the 23-year-old.
I was that girl.
I also prefer older men.
I was like 21 dating like men that were could be my dad.
What's wrong with y'all? Listen, man, you know what, I don't blame you guys, because if you know, whatever to happen with me, if I'm 50, 60 years old, then of course I'm going to date somebody 26 years old. But overall, I don't think people should be, if you're in your 20s, you shouldn't be in that committed, all about you relationship. It should be about the world, exploring.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm all about exploring now. See, if I had the right parenting to tell me to take my time at the time, then I probably would have. But I was raised Spanish, so they were all about love, and if you could go down the aisle.
I think Spanish people love a lot. I don't know.
I do. I love a lot.
See, me, I like a lot.
Well, I like a lot now.
You know what I'm saying? I like. But you know, you, like I said, you are, I must say, an amazing writer.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because I don't read. and
I give you visuals.
You know, and
yeah, he actually read everything.
Thank you.
I actually read everything, and people would tell you, man, like, that dude don't read, man. He hate to do this. But I sat down and I read it, and I was like, wow, I understand. Because
you can, the whole imagery of it all.
Yeah.
You can kind of get piece by piece.
Yeah.
Right.
Even nostalgia, I like.
That's another one that I like too.
God damn.
Thank you.
So tell us what nostalgia was about.
It was about this amazing guy that I met.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to that guy, right. It was a guy I met that it was, well, for starters, the whole exploring part. Within, from my 20s all the way to, 27, 28, I was always in, serious relationships. So I took the initiative, all right, this time I don't want absolutely no relations, no, almost, I was engaged, I don't want any of that. I wanted something very casual but respectful.
Right.
And I carry myself to a certain degree, and if we converse in a certain, if we're mentally there, then you're not going to see me in any way. Even if ask you like, okay, well, this is what I want from you. Is that okay?
Right.
You know what I mean? And for me, it's like, it's not really saying, oh, well, and the girls these days, they would be like whole stage or the whole phase.
Yeah.
I guess I'm in my whole phase because...
Shout out to that stage. Just enjoy it. You only get one.
Yeah.
You only get one.
But the difference between... There's levels to this hotation, though. Like, don't get it messed up.
Hold on. Repeat that again.
Hotation.
There you go.
Hotation.
See, we are giving new definitions to words here. People, pay attention.
There's levels. For me, I'd rather just pick a guy and be like, all right, I'm gonna sex you for as many months as I feel like it. And whenever but see, we're not gonna pillow talk. I don't want to get to know your whole life. I don't give a shit. Just do what you need to do and leave. You know what I mean? So for me, that was my thing. That was my whole thing.
Oh,
you know
man.
what I mean? But so with the nostalgia, that's what it was. Him and I respect him as a person. You know, for me, a lot of people say it gets emotional. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. You know, I'm inner guy. Yeah,
your inner guy.
My inner guy appeared. I was like, yeah. So no, we had a good relationship. It lasted about, a couple months. It was fun. We had a fun sex life. But then again, the way my
shout out to the sex life.
My sex life is set up. It's like there's no limitations, you know. I want to like the same way I want to know the highest point of your mental state. I want to know. I want to take it there.
Shout out to that. Goddamn.
Take it there. You know. So when it comes down and when we end, you know why you liked me.
Right.
I feel like people. I feel like that's important. Like, believe it or not, sex is important because if you can hit that. If you can be with that person that's gonna take you to that level, oh man, you might give them a goddamn car, Range Rover. You know, it's really hard to maintain those, but at the end of the day, you'll do whatever you need to do to please that person,
absolutely,
in whatever way,
right?
And that's why it's important to like always hit that sexual mark. Goddamn.
So, how do you separate feelings and just being sexual?
Okay, well, again, I'm a very emotional, like I love it. I love love,
right,
to be honest. But for me, when I decided, I put that away. And not everyone is strong, but then again, you know, I have this spirituality where it's kind of like mentally, spiritually, emotionally, I know how to divide each other. But that was given to me knowing that I needed some time for myself.
Right.
Not everyone can do that. However, I just decided like, okay, what is gonna make me like this person? So it's like we just kept the small talk. It's like, okay, we can have small talk, but I don't want to know your dreams and aspirations and you're like, no, we're not gonna do that.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Damn.
We're not gonna have breakfast in bed, you know.
I agree. I definitely agree. But for the guys that do get a little to the point where they like, you know, they want to start telling females, you know, their dreams. You gotta know who you're talking to. You gotta know who you're talking to. If you got a woman, you know that she's not gonna be that serious about the relationship, which is just more of a sexual relationship, then I don't think you should tell her anything about your past life or future life.
Right.
See, I wouldn't even ask that. Like, I wouldn't even care.
Yeah.
Like, what's your we don't even need to talk about that.
Real conversations, y'all.
I'm your present.
There you go. There you go.
You know?
But at the end of the day, you know, you have to be a human being at the end of the day.
Right.
So you will catch, so like I know men like me, we usually would not try to display any type of affection out at all, public affection, you know, even bedroom affection to the most part, because it's like, you know, we already know where this is going. It's not going in that type of direction. So don't ask me to cuddle because I'm not in the mood.
Right.
The football game is on. I'm just letting you know that. And it's not even a game on. I'm just telling you that.
Okay.
But back to, you know, Matilda has a lot of questions.
Sure.
He always says that.
She has a lot of questions.
We covered most of the questions that I had.
Okay.
It's just a questionnaire, fellas.
Don't be afraid. I won't bite.
Okay. So we're gonna
ask me to. Bring out.
We're gonna
What was that?
scale
God
back
damn.
a little bit.
I was like, you know. You guys are funny. Stop.
So what made you create your website?
Honestly, I've always been a writer. Like, even in school, I used to write for people. Like, whatever I just thought. Like, first off, when I'm on the train, like, my phone is my best friend. So the train's the motion. I find it easier to just kind of write.
Right.
And so have, like, a lot of stories that I will be starting to put up. They'll be about my friends. They'll be about things. Yeah, one of them is here. I got a few stories for her.
Shout out to a friend that just walked in the building. Bang, bang.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be talking about my friends. I'm gonna be talking about situations that I kind of, when it comes to social media, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of situations. I don't say much, but I know it. Right.
So you have like if their name is like Jonathan, it's just like, hey Jason, like you would just disguise their name.
Yeah, absolutely.
See me, I'm shouting them out, man. They fucked up. I'm just saying. Excuse my language.
I can do that. I can. I
like putting people on blast, man. That's what I'm saying.
That's not nice.
Sometimes
it's not nice.
Once
I believe. Well, first off, I only have like 2 pictures on my page, so privacy is important to me, but to a certain extent, because as you can see, I write.
Right.
But I get through what I need to say through writing, as opposed to pictures. I feel like they say pictures tell a story, but not really. Not really. I don't think so.
Some of the pictures I see tell stories.
Yeah.
It tells.
It's just gonna say that I look good.
It does tell that story.
By the way,
it does tell that story.
No, I wasn't like speaking of me per se, but
no. But at the end of the day, it does tell a story. Like you have to understand. Every picture that someone puts out, it tells a unique story about them. Either it's a ratchet picture or a regular classy picture with them out eating dinner. It tells a story, and I feel like
a perception that you place in your mind.
Yeah,
doesn't mean that it's her story.
That is absolutely true.
That's deep shit. Goddamn.
Thank you.
That's a fact.
But back to life. You have to be able to know your story and understand your story and understand your trials and tribulations in life, dealing with relationships based on how those relationships went sour. So when you explain some of the stuff like and nostalgia was just like, oh shit, like it felt like I don't know if it was like a one night stand type of thing.
We literally were dating for like 7 months. 7 months.
I thought she was gonna say yes because the way she was just counting.
7, 8 months. No. 7, 8 months. We even like went on dates.
Okay.
And
shout out to the daters.
The 50 Shades of Casual. That was no dating whatsoever.
We're gonna talk about that.
You did mention that.
We're gonna talk, but Matilda got questions. Damn. Wow.
So you just said that the person from the 50 Shades was pretty much a one night thing.
He was, yeah. He's an amazing person. He's he's a good person. He just we allowed each other to unleash our sexual desires.
So did you know him beforehand, or did you guys like meet that night?
That's actually a funny story.
Okay.
Because my friend went on a date with him. And I guess they were like, chopping it up, and she like kind of stopped him and was like, okay, well, she realized that he wasn't her type of guy.
Right.
And she was just like, look, this is nice, but I got a friend for you. Because you're not what I want right now. So, that's kind of how it went. And I know it's like, my friends are my friends. We share a guy if it doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
Like, say if it's just like something, not really share like sex wise, but like
I thought we was talking about
the situation at hand, because you're never gonna know if you're really interested in this person,
right?
You know, you're always in a mix and mingle kind of situation. So for her, she realized, like, after conversing with him, like, okay, this guy's not really for me. He's too artsy. He's weird as fuck, and he's talking about dungeons and shit. So she was like, oh
damn, wait, he want to put her in a dungeon.
She was like, wait, first of all, I don't even know what they was talking about, stuff like that on the first date, but I ain't gonna get into that. So she was like, all right, I'm gonna link you. She was like, girl, but don't tell him. So I was like, all right. I wound up hitting him up like a month later or so, and we went on a date, and I kind of just shut the date off, and I was like, look, this is your options. This is what
hold on.
That is too funny.
You gave him options?
I did. I gave him 2 options.
What were the 2 options?
He can sleep with me one night, or he can sleep with me for a couple of months until I leave, because I was moving to Florida.
Damn.
Interesting.
I don't get any options.
Well,
he called me at a good time, because I mean, this is not something that I do. This is just something I was like, all right, this is my phase where I'm trying to figure things out.
Right.
And how you are now? Like, I'm just curious. How are you now? Are you still trying to figure things out, or you figured things out?
No,
already?
I mean, I'm woke as shit. Like, I already knew who I was. I already know who I am.
Okay.
Like, literally. But however, I did that phase for me because I've always been in long-term relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
I've always been the wife kind of girl.
The wifey and
and it's just like, no, I don't want to be a wifey anymore. I want to be a wife. So I'm gonna do my thing, and then when I find the individual that I want to be with, that's it. It's like, it's quiet. Like, I did everything I wanted to do.
To my male friends, you gotta get that ring. Zell's got good discounts right now. Give her that ring so you can keep it.
Yeah.
So, what phase are you in now?
Yes.
Now,
yes.
I'm actually dating someone now. I'm actually dating a female now.
Ew.
Shout out to the female she's dating.
Yeah, she's dope. But I guess it's organic between that. But what I'm kind of like, whatever happens. However, if I decide to, I'm letting you know what I want. So hopefully you want the same thing, and that's kind of where it's gonna go. I'm not here to play. 'Cause now I'm like 30, so I'm not gonna do this shit with you. Like, the fuck, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's kind of like, look, this is what I'm offering. This is what I got. This is what I'm giving you. And it's like, is it gonna be reciprocated the same way? Let me know, because I'm not gonna waste my time. Oh, we can't. All right. You know what I mean?
Be out. Peace out.
I'm out.
Right.
So yeah, I'm definitely willing to like take it up a notch.
Okay.
In my life.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, like I said, shout out to the female that you with. She's probably very lucky.
My fake hoe phase, quote unquote. That shit is over. Maybe. No.
Oh gosh. How long did that phase last?
Well, believe it or not, the hoe phase was with the 2 guys.
Okay.
So, 2 years.
Okay. Well,
after my ex did a number on me. Well, shout out to him because we're in a good space now. But after he did a number on me, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Man, you gotta stop cheating. God damn.
Yeah.
Cause listen, you gotta stop cheating. I tell you, man, you need to focus more on money and your women.
Yes, and women.
And money and your women.
Yes.
Your woman that you have. Money is very important. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I feel like once you're able to focus on those 2 things, everything should be pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because you're focusing on your woman. You're giving her everything she needs. You're taking her out on a date while Matilda break people's phones.
It's okay.
We ain't make it yet, baby. But we trying to definitely put positive energy out there.
Yeah, totally.
While we pass cups, bro. We drinking out of red cups. We drinking wine out of red cups.
That's how you know this shit is real.
That's how you know we.
Oh damn! I'm spilling.
And she over pouring.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's all good, but yes, like men being the only men on this panel,
yeah,
right now, men, we have to focus more on the woman and the money part too, because that goes hand in hand. You're able to buy your woman nice things, and you're able to take her to nice restaurants, and you're not focused on anybody else but that woman that you're with.
Right.
You know.
I think my ex knows that now.
Well, he should.
He does. No, he knows. He knows that he messed up.
Yeah.
Did he ever say he wanted you back?
Absolutely.
Of course.
I think every man.
Absolutely.
I think every man.
He still tells me he loves me. Actually,
a lot of guys do that. They mess up. We leave them, and then they want us back. I always tell a man, if you mess up, I don't give second chances.
Oh, I don't give second chances.
Right.
What's wrong with y'all?
I don't do the second chances.
Listen.
Because I'm already a diehard lover.
Right.
So it's like, if I love you, I'm obsessed with you.
Right. And we do
tunnel
everything.
Vision. It's tunnel vision.
Right. We do everything on our power to make them happy. So it's like, once you get all of that and you mess it up, all right, that's it. No more.
No comment.
It's so funny because we have, like, after everything kind of like died down, I can be real and like say what I'm doing and stuff like that.
Right.
Say, when you are kind of comfortable with yourself and people know you, they know, like, I could speak. People don't know me, so when I say hoe, they're gonna be like, okay, this bitch really a hoe, but they don't know me.
Right. Yeah.
So and like I said, there's levels to this whole shit. Like,
right.
It's not like, okay, I'm really on some hoe shit. Like, I'm sleeping with Tom.
It's not like,
No.
Yeah, you just you just having sex with God. Well,
only reason why I call it because we didn't do nothing.
So give us your definition. Right. Give us your definition.
Well, the definition for me doing my hoe shit is basically dealing with somebody, and it could be just that person, but there's nothing on nothing mental, emotion. So it's kind of like, if you ask the guy, yo, what's up, Krystal? How did that go? The guy that I was dealing with. Oh, she's a dope girl, but he can't really give you any, like, info on her.
Right.
Because you don't give that
I didn't give that to him.
Right.
That's smart.
So he could say what he wanted to say. Oh, he could have just said, bruh, I fucked her for 6 months and it was amazing, but I can't even tell you her name.
Right.
Because
that's amazing. Like, if you fuck somebody for 6 months and you don't know their mama name.
I was exaggerating. He knew my name.
But you don't know their mama name. You don't know their daddy name. You don't know their family history. You just know that you fucked them, and it was going on for 7 months, and you perfectly fine with that. As a man, if I was in a single space, I would love that, because at the end of the day, like, what I'm gonna look like? What? I don't gotta commit to this. Like you understand? Like, men don't like to commit to certain things.
Right.
But in time, you probably will, because your feelings get involved, because everybody's feelings does get involved. But you don't have to commit to this.
When that time comes where I'm feeling like my feelings do get involved, I'll dub that early.
Wow. Some women won't.
I would say I won't, depending on who the person is.
And I'm petty as shit. I'm talking about blocking you on everything. Don't hit my phone.
Shout out to blocking people. This is what I was saying about a couple episodes ago. Shout out to blocking people.
You know why I don't block people? Because I want them to see my fabulousness and feel some sort of way.
I mean, but trust me, they gonna see, because they on your body regardless.
Right.
They gonna make that fake page, and they gonna make the time.
and they gonna call you block. Because this happens to me, and you know what I do? I answer the block calls. I say, "What up?" It's me. Talk.
No, but see, my thing is, I love it because with my ex fiance, we literally blocked each other on everything. Well, he didn't block me, but I blocked him on everything.
Blocked him,
and then it's like the whole glow up, the vibrant part of it. It was amazing because, even though he didn't get to see my lifestyle or how my growth mentally was happening, like, when it was time to, because I unblock eventually when I know that I'm secure.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for me, that's what I did, and he just kind of looked at it like, all right, she's good. Like, she's good. She don't hate me anymore. You know what I mean? She doesn't, and just with him knowing that I let it go, he's good with that.
Yeah.
Damn. I feel bad for that guy now.
No,
I don't.
That's
true.
Because you know what they say: if you have a good woman, you keep her. If you got a bad woman, you get rid of her.
Yeah.
And I told you that before.
Yes, you did.
And we agree, right?
Yes.
All right.
I agree with that.
You agree with that? Everybody agree. Good. Thumbs up to the friend on the side. But you just want to. it's about progression. Everything is about progression. If you want, like you're saying, you're in your whole stage, it's about progression. You gotta, I'm not saying progress to be a bigger hoe, but but progress to understand that what you actually want. Right. You know?
But you gotta understand, like, in the midst of me kind of doing what I wanted to do, I was also making sure I was mediating meditation and just being mediated and just making sure that I can just, like, be okay with myself. Because a lot of girls do things for the men. And then they feel like shit the next day.
Yeah. Don't do shit for me.
When you are literally, like, and I use this word woke so much, when you are literally secure and woke with yourself, I could sleep with, I was sleeping with that guy straight 6 months. I didn't feel bad not one time. There's girls that sleep with a guy one time and
like, they're in love.
Why did I sleep with that guy? Like
why? Because, you know, and then the guy treats the woman like crap because he knows her. Like he understood, like, in that heat of passion and sexual encounter that they had, he understands like damn, I could easily manipulate this person. You know, because that's what we tell the truth. That's what we do. We try to manipulate the relationship or the encounter that you have to get more from it. Why not? Why not get more from it? If you saying, oh well, this is only if a woman says 5 years ago, let me say 10 years ago, hey, this is just gonna be 6 months of straight sex, nothing involved. You think I'm not gonna jump on that? Right. You think I'm not gonna I'm tagging my people in, just like you say, you're gonna put your people, your female friends gonna put them, they're gonna put you on.
If I'm not interested, it's like I'm not even gonna waste his time. Because think about it, like, you don't even have to. People's like, someone just asked me, like, you think the whole phase is necessary? Like, honestly, literally exploring could be a whole thing to people as well. Because if you're dating, and I could just be dating a person, dating a few people. This generation, you'll see that person at a day party, an event, and if someone else try to talk to, like, yo, I talked to her, trying to make something bigger than what it is, when you never even had the type of time to even get to my body. You just want to look like you that man so you can get some type of clout. So you already giving me that title of being a hoe when you didn't even get to know if I was a hoe or not, literally in bed. Right. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, when you take time for yourself and you're dating, I guess that's the hotation. Got shot down to the hotation. Yeah. We should put that up. Like, people should realize what that means so they can define themselves. Being a hoe is, well, sorry, not a hoe. But doing a hotation or, like, whole phase, because you got to put these, you know what I mean? It's what you want it to be. You know what I mean? For me, it's not, like, literally single-handedly dealing with each man that you want. For me, it's just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna date him for a little bit. All right, cool. A couple months later, okay, I want to date somebody else. And then for me, because I deal with men and female,
shout out to that.
Yeah, it's just like I don't ever cross thing. Like, I don't do both of them at the same time.
Damn.
But I do appreciate. When I'm dealing with a female, I'm dealing with a female. When I'm dealing with a male, I'm dealing with a male.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
No cursing. No, like.
Not saying that I've never done it.
Oh.
No, I've done it. It's not really my thing.
Oh.
I've done it.
Shout out to that. Shout out to the people that's doing that right now. Nah, people doing it right now. Like, I'm just being straight up. People are actually doing it right now.
I do feel like within the years of kind of dealing with being with people for 3 years and all that stuff, I do feel like when you're actually with somebody, if I can go back, that's actually something I would take out. You do wife things for people who don't deserve it.
Right.
That's what women make mistakes, right? They always, and not all women, but some women, they make those mistakes and they always, like, they catering to a guy that's not going to cater to you.
Right.
Don't do that. Like, seriously, just keep it funky. Like, yo, listen, if a woman's saying, hey, listen, you know, this is not a long term, this is a short term type of deal, then keep that. I always look at me and my cousin, we always talk about, like, yo, putting women on contracts. I don't know if you guys know about NFL contracts. It's guaranteed.
Absolutely.
It's guaranteed money, right?
Yep, every Tuesday.
There you go. So this is how I look at it. You put a woman on a 5-year contract, right? And she can get the opportunity to opt out in the second year, and she's good.
Yeah.
You put on 5 years. This is a 5-year deal. You can opt out in 2.
Yeah.
You know, but if you make it to 2, then we're gonna go to 5.
Yeah, that was Janet Jackson. She did that.
That's
5 years. 5-year marriage. All right.
That's what you do.
500 mil? Sure, I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna do all that. Yeah. For 5 years. Let me get
Contract
that 500
women.
mil.
Listen, and I'm the person that drawing up contracts. I'm not the person that's doing the
Relationships
contracts.
is a business.
It's a business. It's an art and it's a business. Oh man, god damn. Shit. Shout out to the relationships that's businesses. Like
they all are.
Every relationship. Shit. Even
my relationship is gonna be a business.
Yeah, see?
I mean, come on. Are you gonna put money into the wrong stock? Or are you gonna put money into the right stock?
Yeah. There you go. Shout out to the businesses that's relationships. And women should. One thing I realized over the week in my life, that women should be supportive of their man regardless.
I agree.
Right? For the right reasons. Right? Don't be supportive of me if I'm like if I'm a jackass or some shit like
that. If you're trying to be a rapper.
If I'm trying to be a rapper. Like
at 50.
Like hold on. Damn, god damn.
I don't think you should discourage the person, but you should keep it real. Like, all right, you need a real job at 50.
But if you're trying to be a rapper right now, that's
and you're grown as shit,
and you grown, but your girl's supporting you, excellent.
Shout out to you.
But if you, damn, we're just taking jabs at everybody. Listen, but
oh no, she's smart now. She
no, she's smart. She's smartened up.
Yeah.
But I feel like me, like I'm very self-efficient. I like to do what I want. I like to say what I want. I like to move how I want to move. And I feel like my wife allows me to move how I want to move because it's about business. It's about the money. It's about the growth. It's about the family growth. It's about the structure. And for a single woman, you shouldn't be in any type of relationship with a man that's not about those things. The structure.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
Because it's about structure. And if you don't have that, goddamn, you fucked up. And that's just it. Like, I'm sorry, I just be ranting sometimes.
No, get into it. It's
just drink
okay.
more water. I only drink bottled water.
Oh, so do I, bougie.
Right. But you want to bring these red cups.
But we drinking out of red cups, though.
Her bougie, because she want to use a glass.
Listen, I don't know what's in that.
I would have went to Dollar Tree and got the little, the fake wine glasses.
No, those aren't. Let me tell you, they come apart.
They do.
See now.
But it's only for the episode. It's all right. It would have been fine.
Right.
I would have held it gracefully. With my fake bougie self.
with the pinky in the air.
With the pinky in the air.
But it's always unique to have different people. Like shout out to class who came here last week, which was amazing because I feel like I'm bringing people that's creative, and you're one of the creative people that
Thank you. I'm artsy as shit.
Like this is one of the moments when you just crush your legs. Like, yeah, I'm very creative.
Right.
Like you literally have people reading your short stories like, damn, this is my life. This is something that I actually encountered, or my friend actually encounters, like real life things. This is why the conversation is over. This is why the podcast is called Real Conversations, because these are real people with their stories that they actually have to say to the world, and people just have to capitalize on understanding what they're saying.
Right. Yeah, I will second that. For me, I allow my subscribers to tell me what they want to hear. I find that a lot of women can't really say what they want to say when it comes to sex. They don't know how to be in their own sexy. So they live through stories. And
she just did with Ari.
And I don't know why.
Clear your throat.
Because if you look on TV, I don't really watch TV, but like just overall music, TV, that's all they do is sexualize everything.
Right.
So the minute I decide, I think that women should be able to feel like that, be able to talk like that, be able to just, and you could always do it in the most classiest way.
Yeah.
But, I think that being comfortable in your own skin is important.
Right.
I think women shouldn't explore their sexual. Damn, I'm trying to put it in a nice way.
Just say it. Real conversation.
But put it out there. All right. Women should explore their sexuality all the time, every fucking day. You know, if that means, you know, if you waking up next to your man and you give him some, and if he at work and you off today, then you call that nigga at work like, yo, listen, you coming home, mama got something for you. It gives you something to look forward to.
Yeah.
But if you coming home and it's like, sad shit, you know, whatever, that's not the relationship for you women.
That's why I couldn't understand why my ex cheated.
Yeah, because if you get
boring,
not at all.
Oh,
Nah,
okay.
he didn't really cheat. See, the story's a little difficult. That's why I don't even want to get into that. But nah, he didn't cheat.
Well, let me ask another question. Since we're going to stories, right? Will that be one of your stories?
I actually closed that whole chapter.
So that
only because it's like a wound that I don't. It's like
Yeah.
taking out stitches, cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, nah, it's not even worth it. And that love that we had was so real that it still questions his life with another person to this day. So it's kind of like,
now you got that person looking at him like,
that person block her on everything.
we're blocking people today.
Why you calling her? What? Like what? I thought you was over that.
Let's block people.
Love her more than me.
Oh my god. God damn.
It's like, yes, he does love me more than you, unfortunately.
Yes.
I'm
because
so
they got
sorry.
history.
We do have history.
Everybody got history. Shout out to Keys because he said, Keys is my boy and my cousin, aka Keys. He said, every woman you come across has a history. Every man you come across has a history.
Absolutely.
My history is his story. Like it's
like gone.
Ancient. You know, and that's why you have to. I like the fact that you blocking people because you have to block people. Matilda says she don't block anybody,
I don't.
but it still gives them access to seeing you. I don't want people to see me. I don't want people to see me happy.
No. Okay.
I want everybody to see me happy.
See, yes, girl.
You gonna be mad that I'm happy.
See, the thing is,
Only
when
guy
you
in the-
know.
only guy in the pyramid.
See, the thing is, I don't mind blocking because if you really care that much, you're gonna go out your way to find me anyway.
Yeah, men do that.
My ex was showing up at places.
Ugh.
Like, oh, she's at this event. Watch.
I had an ex
She gonna
like
see
that.
me.
Oh my
Probably
God.
downstairs.
I had an ex like that, and it was very weird to go places and he would be there, or like he would show up to where I lived at the time without announcing that he was coming. I don't like that. But as far as the whole social media thing, you can watch me from afar. I don't want you showing up anywhere, and I'm totally fine with that. So.
But see, the thing is, he wasn't even blocked that long. Like, I'm talking about when I decided to give my ring back and I decided to do my own thing.
Right.
I was like, all right, I'm going to block him because clearly I'm still crying every day. I don't want to see it. He's coming up on my Explore page. He has all my friends. I made my friends fucking unfollow him. It wasn't even like...
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I get to my soft voice. So, when men give women rings for engagement,
Or a promise or whatever you want to call it.
why would women give it back? Why not like get money for it?
That is a good question.
Because it was...
I'm just wondering, like.
Well, for me, I'm like inner hippie, so it's never about the money with me.
Right.
Okay.
It's like, I don't even care.
Money is the root of evil.
And then the situation, like how I walked into it, I kind of threw the ring at him.
Okay. Oh, so that's how you got it. Cool.
Like, fuck you, I don't want to be with you no more.
Right.
Fucking pendejo was going
See,
crazy.
the accent comes out.
The Hispanic came out. I
Wow.
was like, you know what? I'm done. And it's like, babe, no, please. And the whole, like, we done did this over and over. But yeah.
But you know what? As we close, this has been an amazing experience.
Thank you.
I've been around a lot of creative people, and you are very creative, and I hope your venture, your book,
Yeah, my book is gonna be cool.
does
Do you have a title?
amazing things.
See, I'm off vibration, so as I write, once it's finished, I will give it a title. But it's basically gonna be talking about like like love and relationships and like lust throughout the years of 20. Kind of figuring, basically what I went through, kind of figuring out me, who I am.
So definitely, what we want to do is like extend the invitation to you.
Totally. I'm with it.
Whenever you feel like you want to voice your opinions about relationships or any other thing that you have your opinion on, you definitely have an open invitation, just like anybody else. Because this is what we want to do. We want to make sure people understand that this is a real conversation podcast, and it's about real things.
Right.
My life story will go into this podcast because my life story doesn't define me.
Exactly.
So, like I said, as we wrap up this podcast, I just want people to check us out on iHeartRadio, on SoundCloud, and a bunch of other different things.
Yeah.
That's on that I post every day because I want people to understand that this is real conversations with Ari and Matilda. This is real conversations with Ari and Matilda in the world. Because we want to talk about real things that's going on.
Yeah.
So.
See, the thing with me is that I don't, just in closing, like, I don't really consider myself like a relationship guru. However, I feel like I know both parts of living as far as what it is to be in a whole relationship, and then I know what it is to just kind of just be free spirit.
Right.
You know?
Shout out to the people that's free spirited.
But you gotta own it.
Yes.
Right,
you know what I mean? You gotta be able to be like, because you could do the things, but do they respect you? Can they talk good about you?
Yeah.
That's one thing. Anybody that I've ever dealt with, long term, casual, they're gonna say good things about me. Because there's a respect level that we have between the two.
Yes.
So, yeah. Ladies just got to carry themselves at a better thing.
Matilda, do you have something to say?
I do want to say
okay.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
I'm looking forward to more of your writing.
Yes, I will be posting one this coming in a couple days. Yeah, I definitely have one in mind that I want to post. So
cool. I'll be looking forward to it. And if you don't, I'll hit you up.
No, I am. I'm so sorry. I've been so busy, but I'm thinking about just releasing 2 this week. Like just to, because I have so many in my notes, I might as well just release them. It's just hard because getting them into short stories.
Right.
It's kind of like, all right, how can I not give detail from beginning to the end? So I'm like, I have to shorten it from beginning, middle to end and just have it short. But no worries. I'm trying to give a little bit of everything from worth.
Give them your Instagram, so people can follow you. And not even follow you just like that, but follow you and give them your website as well, so people can communicate with you, and give you their life experiences. But definitely, we want to just basically, just have just amazing people here.
Yeah.
So you can give them your Instagram now.
Yes. Okay.
Let them know to follow you.
I go by the name of Krystal Cray. Kry. Do I spell it? Because people spell it with a C. Yeah. And
this is with a K, people.
Since I'm so elite, it's with a K, and then Cray's with a C for crazy. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But the website is also Krystal Cray.7. Actually, it's in my link if you go into anything. But it's Krystal Cray. Wixsite.com/Krystal Cray. You can catch any stories, any video vlogs that I'm going to be putting out.
Yes.
So thank you for having me, guys.
No problem. Thank you. This is Real Conversations with Ari
and Matilda.
And we are out. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Shout out to the Bronx.
Shout out to the Bronx.
Brooklyn all day.
But definitely, we trying to make a name. So holla at us.
Ow.
Hold on, they did that at the same time. Do it again.
Ow.
I'm in a room with beautiful people.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right.